3 quick and easy ways to make more sales in less time. How can you make sure that you can make more sales in less time? Well, there are multiple ways that you can do, either to get more traffic to your funnels, or what you can also do is actually using different ways to sell that will bring you more customers. And we're going to talk about both options right now in this list. Number one, go on other people's stages. So that's a way you can drive traffic to presentations, sales funnels, or actually only drive traffic to your business if you want to do online, like just one-on-one presentations. That's another way to do that. But going on other people's stages is basically being able to present yourself as a leader, as somebody that has a solution to a specific problem at hand that will help you, put you in position to help people to actually, making sure they realize that you will be able to help them out. So that's extremely important to go on there. And also, one thing that I recommend you guys whenever you do those things is whenever you go on other people's stages, make sure that you provide value. Don't be a jerk that's just here to take the attention. Make sure that before that, you create a relationship and you're really trying to see how you can help that person that's putting you on their stage before actually going on their stages. That's extremely important to understand first. Second tip, ways that you can use is to set up an online sales funnel. And I don't know why, but I see a lot of companies like going over this and be like, yeah, okay, like maybe one day, but you're missing a huge amount of business if you're not having a sales funnel set up of being able to drive people to some places using, like, let's say you use the previous tip and you drive the people that you're talking to on stage to a sales funnel. All that traffic that you will be able to get if you set up the funnel correctly is going to bring you a ton of conversions, a ton of names, a ton of people to follow up. And that's really the way that you can grow your business in a lesser amount of time. Because whenever you are able to get all that traffic and make sure that it converts, you get the information, and you have a way to reach out to them, you can have that prospect and actually make sure that you can make that money in lesser amount of time. So make sure that you set up a sales funnel. That's extremely, extremely important. Third thing that I would recommend you guys to do is make webinar presentations, make sales presentation, or even seminars, physical seminars, but make one-to-many selling a priority in your business. And some of you guys may be like, man, I'm in e-commerce. I sell cars. I sell, I don't know, AC units. How can I make webinar presentations? I guarantee you that you can give me all the industries that you guys got, and I can craft you a webinar presentation, like a seminar presentation. You can do it. It's just a way to sell. That's just another format. The thing is, the format doesn't mean it doesn't work for you. It will work for any businesses. Trust me. It works for every businesses. People already use that to sell soap. And I know businesses that are doing like things like I've heard of a business that sold like trips to hunt Bigfoots for like $4,000, and they're doing freaking good. So guys, there are no excuses. Like, people are doing businesses like babysitting, even like you can create a freaking webinar presentations on babysitting. The thing is, a webinar presentation is really the format of destroying all the people's false beliefs, kind of do a sales presentation one-to-many and being able to generate a sale from that. That's really what it is. And you can do that with any products because, well, it works for every product or any services. So you have no excuses. The way that I would say is that you should do is not stop, but try to look at a way you can implement one-to-many selling as an opportunity to your businesses. Because I see so many entrepreneurs starting out and they are like, yeah, cold calling, outreaching, which is excellent. You should be doing that. But also, one of the ways that you could actually grow faster is setting up those funnels, those presentations aside of that, so you can drive more sales at one time and grow your business faster. That's the way I would do it. Now, bonus tip, because you guys know that I like to share with you some dope tips. You gotta understand that you guys need to always remember that your positioning is key to your success, especially whenever you are doing one-to-many selling. Because one of the things that's happening is that a lot of us, I would say 99% of businesses, they really have just an improvement offer, which means they're trying to get better than like the other person, which means they are selling a commodity. Let's take car for a car, for example. I'm an online buyer. I'm looking at buying a car. What's going to happen is that I'm going to look at, okay, because it's a commodity, I'm just going to go on a website that's going to be the cheapest. And whenever you are doing that, you're going to a race to the bottom. And the thing is, if you're not able to be like the Walmart of your industry and basically being the first really profitable business that's working number one by being the lowest priced, there is no strategic advantage. You got to be the highest priced in the situation. If you're not able to be Walmart in your industry, you gotta be the highest priced. But how can you price your products? Like, how can you price your product higher if you sell the same thing? Well, you got to craft offers that attract people. And one of the things that you got to understand is that to craft those offers, you really have to understand first your position. So what do I mean by positioning? What happens is that there are three core desires, three core markets: wealth, health, and relationships. And in those markets, there are subcategories. Let's say in wealth, you got, okay, real estate, online marketing. In relationships, you got like dating, you got hanging out with friends, things like that. Or any health, you got like losing weight, well, like working out, bodybuilding, and all the things like that. And in those niches, there are sub niches as well. Like, let's say in online marketing, you got sales funnels, Facebook ads, and you can go even deeper and deeper than that, sub niches even. Like, the thing is, if you're trying to go into an area, let's say you are like selling cars, okay, and you are going into the core desire of I'm going to sell cars through the relationship ways. Okay, you're selling cars to have like family happy and all that, so you can enjoy time with your family. The problem is that this is like a really overused market. The ocean is already red. People are already using that sales message, so that doesn't work. So the thing is, what you should do is that you should niche down your positioning and really have a unique angle you are talking to your audience, so they can see that your opportunity is different. This is a new opportunity rather than okay, they are just trying to get it better than X. This is just a better thing. Whenever you come with something that's totally different in front of other people, they realize that how this is interesting. This is interesting. I never because they don't have the limitations, the false beliefs about, okay, like that offer, that thing before, maybe it's better, but I don't really believe the concept in the first place. Whenever you're going to a totally new opportunity, what's going to happen is that they don't have any concept, and all of a sudden they understand, oh, that's not my fault that I wasn't able to make work the previous opportunity. I just gotta take a new thing, and that's going to make the work for me. This is just a thing that was previously using that was not working. Now this new thing, if you're able to convince them enough, this new thing is the right thing I should focus on. So what you should do is that you should find a way that you have a unique angle, niche down to do that. Going to really understand, going really specific into, like, for example, let's say you are in the car niche and you are going into the relationship aspect. Maybe you can talk about the aspect. Now, I don't know anything about like I'm not selling cars. So the thing is, I'm not going to tell you guys how to do it. But the thing is, maybe you can talk with an aspect of, let's say talking to families, like maybe the cars that are already made for like, how do you call that? Like road trips, like huge road trips. So maybe your thing is like, okay, I'm going to focus my offer, my sales message to people that like to do road trips in family in a car, because they like the aspect of being like with their friends or their family, and they like to do road trips. And then maybe what you can do is craft an offer that's around that topic. And you're like, okay, we're going to give you the best locations, and maybe you target that offer. Now that goes really specific, but if I had to do a campaign with that, I would be like, okay, we're going to run a campaign with people, let's say, okay, the offer is going to be like, if we're going to give you the best destinations for your next road trip, plus the car, plus like the best like things, and you craft that offer, you add a lot of things, but because you're in that niche and nobody's talking with that angle, that positioning, you're able to, like, somebody that's just buying a car for road trip and looking at your offer is like, man, either I'm buying a car for like, I don't know, 50K, or I'm investing on 100K, but I get all those things with that plus the car. And that's a great way you can differentiate yourself from other businesses that are selling the same thing as you do. So that's just, as you can see, that's just not for service-based businesses where you can add info products. You can also add that with an e-commerce business or with a car dealership. Same thing here. You can do things like that. So you got to be creative on how you create that offer. But to do that, you got to change your positioning. That's extremely important.